What's up, KFG family? It's your boy, Big Boy John 25. Tonight, I'm going to do my Raw review and highlights so you guys can do. Hit that like button, hit that red button, and let's get started. Now, Raw started off hot, and that's all I got to say. The opening music and video package is shown as WWE Monday Night Raw officially begins live inside the AT&T Center in San Antonio, Texas. Officially on road to WrestleMania. We are welcomed by Tom Phillips, Byron Saxton, and Jerry Lawler to San Antonio, Texas at AT&T Center Arena. The trio runs down some of the action on tape for tonight's show. The Raw Tag Team title match pitting Rollins and Murphy against Kevin Owens and Samoa Joe is announced for later. Tonight as is a WWE US title rematch between Andrade and Humberto Carrillo. Additionally, tonight we will find out one of the WWE Women's Champion matches at this year's WrestleMania when the Queen Charlotte Flair will announce who she intends to face in her guaranteed title shot at WrestleMania. After winning the Women's Royal Rumble match at WWE Royal Rumble 2020, we will also witness Liv Morgan versus Lana in a match where both Rusev and Bobby Lashley will be banned from ringside. Finally, the Raw announced teams confirms that following his surprise return as the 21st entrant in the men's Royal Rumble match last night WWE pay-per-view. The Rated R superstar will be making his first WWE appearance since coming out of the retirement to compete as an active member of the WWE talent roster. Alright, Drew McIntyre reveals which title he will challenge for at WrestleMania 36. Alright, this was a good part. I really enjoyed this. This was a good part. And I'm glad I'm glad that Drew McIntyre will face Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 36. Drew McIntyre is announced as his music sounds in the arena and Drew walks out onto the stage. A standing ovation from the crowd in San Antonio, Texas, AT&T Center. Drew enters the ring and climbs to the second turnbuckle and points out into the crowd. They hop down and pace their ring as the lights return and his music cuts. The crowd cheering and clapping and chanting, "You deserve it." Drew begins, I'm gonna need somebody to come over here and pinch me. I feel like I've been dreaming for the past 24 hours. Drew says he doesn't want to waste time and draw it out like past winter. He has an announcement. I choose Brock Lesnar. Claymore party right now. Who wants to make a name? Who has the balls to take on Drew McIntyre? The music for the OC song in the arena. Karl Anderson and Luke Gallows make their way down to the ramp and enter the ring, with Drew McIntyre both men holding microphones. Karl began speaking to Drew, saying he will fight him tonight. Luke interjects, saying, "Excuse me, Karl. Actually, I'll fight you tonight." Drew says to the crowd, "Are you thinking what I'm thinking? I'm the dream maker right now. You both can fight me right now. Give me a referee." As Drew takes off his shirt, the referee enters the ring and is officiating what appears to be an promote 2-on-1 handicap match. Drew McIntyre versus Karl Anderson and Luke Gallows. This match was quick. McIntyre is in the ring with Anderson first as the match begins. McIntyre drops Anderson like a sack of potatoes. A short back and forth. Anderson tags in Gallows. Gallows with a boot to the midsection and a shot to the throat. The OC sets up for the Magic Killer. McIntyre breaks out of the hole and lands Anderson on the mat, then follows up with a high flying drop on Gallows. Future Shock DDT by McIntyre. McIntyre hits the Claymore kick on Anderson. Then 3, 2, 1. McIntyre hits the Claymore kick for the second time on Gallows. McIntyre drags Anderson onto Gallows and places his hand on both men for the 3 count. The winner of the match, Drew McIntyre. After the match, the Beast Incarnate attacks. McIntyre throws Anderson and Gallows out of the ring through the ropes one by one. Brock Lesnar then appears from out of nowhere, standing behind unexpecting McIntyre. The Beast Incarnate hits an F5 finisher on the Scottish Psychopath. Lesnar holds his WWE Championship high above his head before exiting the ring with his thirsty advocate Paul Heyman close behind. From there, we head to another commercial break. Rey Mysterio versus MVP. This match was very good. As we come back from commercial, Rey Mysterio music sounds in the arena as Mysterio makes his way down to the ramp, stopping to high five the fans, then entering the ring and waits for his opponent. A video package is showing for MVP. Music for MVP sounds over the speaker at the AT&T Arena in San Antonio, Texas. MVP makes his way down to the ramp and enters the ring. The referee signals for the bell. The bell rings and the match begins. Now I love MVP's music, man. His music is very entertaining. But anyway, let me get back to what I was saying. Mysterio off the ropes, then off the ropes again, dropping MVP to the mat in a quick pin attempt. MVP kicks out. MVP makes his way back to his feet. The crowd begins chanting, "You still got it. You still got it." MVP twists arm of Mysterio, followed by a boot to the face of Mysterio and pin attempt by MVP. Mysterio kicks out of a 2, getting his shoulder up just in time. MVP goes for a hit on Rey Mysterio once again. Mysterio struggles to his feet while holding onto the rope. MVP steps back and the referee checks to see if Mysterio is okay. A hit to the back of the neck of MVP. MVP exits the ring. Mysterio climbs through the ropes and walks along the apron on the outside of the rope before jumping towards MVP. His leg wrapping around the neck of MVP and his land a head scissors takedown on the outside of the ring as we go to commercial. We come back from commercial and the match is back in the ring. MVP goes running at Mysterio, who is in the corner of the ring. Mysterio gets his leg up for the counter. Mysterio ends up on the shoulders of MVP. Mysterio gets the counter, slinging MVP face first into the turnbuckle. Mysterio tries to throw MVP onto the ropes. MVP counters and drops Mysterio. Mysterio goes up top and gets a flying senton on MVP. Mysterio once again goes to the top. This time MVP catches Mysterio in a crossbody midair and MVP lands the following elbow on Mysterio. MVP goes for the pin and Mysterio gets his hand on the bottom rope, breaking the count. MVP goes for another lift on Mysterio, who is able to kick and drop out of MVP grip as we once again go to commercial. Back from the break, once more, Mysterio is fighting MVP off as they trade shots back and forth. Mysterio lands a seated senton followed by a moonsault as he goes for the pin. MVP kicks out of 2. More back and forth blows between the two as MVP is getting momentum in the matchup. MVP catches a crossbody and throws Mysterio down to the mat. MVP stops momentarily to pose as the crowd shouts "ball in" before hitting the balling elbow drop for the pin. Mysterio grabs the bottom rope. Back to their feet, MVP goes for a powerbomb. Mysterio counters and hits the 619 on MVP, followed by flying backwards onto MVP for the 3 count pin and win. The winner of the match, Rey Mysterio. Aleister Black versus Kenneth Johnson. This match was quick. The Enchantment talent is already waiting in the ring as the music sounds in the arena for Aleister Black. Black stands at the top of the ramp with smoke surrounding him as he makes his way down to the ramp and towards the ring. No expressions on his face as usual. Black climbs the stairs to the ring and enters with the enchantment talent. The bell rings and the match begins. Black corners his opponent with the Black with a kick, squaring up with the talent. The talent reaches around the waist of Black, and Black lands the Black mask for the pin and win. The winner of the match, Aleister Black. After the match, the crowd cheers as they see Black holding a microphone. Black says he was eliminated last night during the Royal Rumble. Black continues to say people like Rollins and Murphy are not the reason. Black is the only reason, and he owns that loss. Black says there's one more thing to be held accountable for, counting that he wanted for someone to pick a fight with him. Black says that ends tonight, and to the talent in the locker room. We will bring the fight to them. Black's music sounds. A video clip. Buddy Murphy match last week is shown as Seth Rollins sneaks attack illegally for the win and tag team championship. The WWE Tag Team Championship, Buddy Murphy and Seth Rollins versus Mojo and Kevin Owens. Music sounds in the arena as Buddy Murphy and the Monday Night Messiah. Seth Rollins makes their way to the top of the stage. Rollins attends his arm outwards with his hand raised, and he smiles and walks towards the ramp. Both men makes their way down to the ramp and enters the ring, away their opponents as we go to commercial. More stills are shown from the Royal Rumble as we enter the ring once again. Rollins is holding the mic and mockingly congratulates Drew McIntyre, telling him the love won't last. Rollins says a positive out of last night Royal Rumble that Samoa Joe and Kevin Owens are not going to WrestleMania. Rollins asks Kevin and Joe to come and get your you know what handed to by the Monday Night Messiah. The music sounds for Kevin Owens, who walks out the stage, and then Samoa Joe. Owens says Rollins still talks too much in these past few months. He's been in absolute jack you know what, and that he sucks now. Rollins responds saying Owens talks too much. Joe says Rollins has it, big boy. You know what, on and is all ready to fight. So what's different tonight? Rollins says he told AOP to stay backstage, and the camera crew shows AOP backstage. Joe says Akam and Rezar are not necessary backstage as they work with a bunch of people with cameras, and how things are pre-recorded and shown on that same screen all the time. Joe thanks Rollins for disclosing where Akam and Rezar are located in Rollins' private dressing room, and suddenly the door swings open and Erick and LeVar attack AOP from out of nowhere. The officials attempt to break them up. Joe and Owens head towards the ring as we go to commercial. The bell rings as the formal introduction are announced. The referee signals for the bell to ring, and the match officially begins. First in the ring are Samoa Joe and Seth Rollins. Rollins is marking and taunting Joe. Joe wastes no time in dropping Rollins. Rollins rolls out of the ring and catches his breather alongside teammate Buddy Murphy. Owens taunts them. Murphy tags in. Rollins stands in the corner, cheering him on as Murphy goes at it with Joe. Both men lock up. Joe lands a headbutt on Murphy. Joe follows up with a massive chop to Murphy before landing Murphy in the corner and hitting several strikes. Owens is ready for his chance at Murphy. so Joe tags him in. Owens unloads on Murphy in the corner. Rollins attempts to help Murphy. The referee blocks. A 2 count on Murphy as Owens lands an elbow drop. Owens and Murphy takes turns with their quick tags. Owens lands a clothesline on Murphy. Rollins is unable to assist. Owens taunts him. Owens hits the backbreaker on Rollins shortly after he tags in. Joe sends Rollins to the floor, then sends Murphy over the top of the floor. We go to commercial. As we come back from the break, once again, Murphy has gained control of the match, and Owens finally lands a DDT on Murphy. Joe is not on the apron for the tag. Rollins tags in again and goes after Owens. Back and forth tag and strikes. Finally, Owens hits a sit-down pop-up powerbomb for a close 2 count on Rollins. Murphy tags in and Owens goes at it with him. Owens hits a superplex followed by a senton from the top turnbuckle. Rollins interjects for the save just in time. Murphy and Rollins blocks the stunner. Murphy rolls Owens for the pin and win. The winners and still WWE Raw Tag Team Champions Seth Rollins and Buddy Murphy. The WWE United States Championship, Humberto Carrillo versus Andrade. This match was just decent. It was just a decent match. Sorry about that. This Royal Rumble kickoff rematch is for the WWE United States Championship. Our first Andrade, who is accompanied by Zelina Vega as they make their way down to the ramp and enters the ring as we go to commercial break. As we come back from the break, still images are showing from last night's Royal Rumble. The still shots include Asuka lost to the WWE Raw Women's Champion Becky Lynch. Charlotte Caruso is shown backstage with Becky Lynch. Lynch says that last night shows her that she's in a class above all the rest of the drop in the locker room. Lynch declares the next she kicks will be because she was not because she feels she has something to prove. Caruso, what's her name? Caruso asked about Flair possibly changing her. Lynch responded, "It won't be the first time, but it will be the last time we go back to the match in the arena." Andrade is in the ring with Zelina Vega as they await his opponent, Humberto Carrillo, for the rematch for the WWE United States Championship. Humberto music sounds over the speakers in San Antonio, Texas arena. Humberto makes his way down to the ramp, enters the ring with Andrade. The match is officially announced. The bell rings and the match officially begins. Carrillo comes out of the gate with fire, hitting a dropkick in the corner. Carrillo follows up with a fury of blows on Andrade as they go to the floor on the outside. Carrillo dominates early on. Andrade gets the upper hand as he shoves Carrillo into the ring post. Andrade drags Carrillo back into the ring and holds control of the match as he stomps Carrillo over and over in the corner of the ring. Carrillo with a crossbody off the top ropes. Andrade looks to counter with a strike. Carrillo with a kick, moonsault by Carrillo. Andrade kicks out. Zelina looking nervous on the outside. Andrade kicks the ropes out from under Carrillo. Zelina tells Andrade to stay focused. Andrade sets up for the double knees. Carrillo hits the DDT on Andrade and hits the home run moonsault. Zelina breaks up the cover, winning by disqualification. Andrade. The winner by disqualification, Andrade. Alright. After the match, Carrillo fiercely attacks Andrade, putting him through the outside. Carrillo throws Andrade into the stairs on the outside. Selena is yelling from the inside of the ring, jumping out and kneeling alongside. Andrade yells for him to get up. Carrillo exposed the concrete and hits the hammerlock DDT on the exploded floor. Charlotte Flair's announcement. We come back from the break, and Charlotte Flair makes her way out as her music sounds in the arena. Flair has a huge smile on her face as she stands at the top of the ramp. The Women's 2020 Royal Rumble. Charlotte Flair makes her way down to the ramp and enters the ring, wearing her massive white robe. Flair does the twirl in the center of the ring with her hands raised. Flair removes her robe and grabs the mic, pointing at the WrestleMania sign. Flair begins, in case you missed it last night, I won the Royal Rumble. I don't mean to brag about, well, yeah, I do. That who I am. I'm Charlotte Flair. Here are the highlights from last night, pointing to the screen. A video is showing with highlights through the Women's Royal Rumble. Flair continues on saying she plans to challenge for a championship because she's still thinking about it. Flair lets out a woo as she interrupted by the Kabuki Warriors. Asuka makes her way down to the ramp with Kairi Sane alongside Asuka, speaking in broken English, markedly congratulating Flair as she enters the ring again, hard to understand, seemingly saying if she had been in the Rumble, she would have won. Flair asks if Asuka is challenging her. Both of the Kabuki Warriors attack Flair in the center of the ring. Flair rolls out of the ring as they go to commercial. Charlotte Flair versus Asuka. As we come back from commercial, the bell rings and both Flair and Asuka go running at one another as the match begins. Flair and Asuka lock up, pulling one another's hair as they swing each other around the ring. Flair with chops to the chest of Asuka as the crowd cheers the shout woo with each chop. Back and forth between the two women. Asuka gets Flair in the corner of the ring and throws chops of her own. Flair retaliates and gets Asuka into the opposite corner and goes for a bulldog and hits a drop kick. Flair grabs the foot of Asuka and wraps her leg around the bottom rope. Asuka gets free and goes for the top with a flying drop kick and pin attempt. Flair is going for a German suplex. Asuka counters with a octopus. Flair uses her strength to stand tall, lifting Asuka off her feet. Flair with chops to the chest once again, getting Asuka into the corner. Flair deposed Asuka onto the turnbuckle. Flair gets to the top. Asuka knocks Flair to the floor and holds her fist up at Flair as we go to commercial. We come back from commercial and both women are locked up in the corner of the ring. Back and forth blows between the women and chops by Flair with the crowd shouting woo again. Flair hits a drop kick. Asuka goes to the outside, then climbs in. Asuka locks in the octopus. Charlotte breaks free. Asuka locks in a triangle. Charlotte used brutal strength to lift Asuka. Charlotte with a powerbomb and pin attempt. Double knees to the face by Asuka, followed by a pin attempt. Flair kicks out. Flair is a bridge figure for Kairi Sane, flies off the top rope and breaks the hold, so Asuka doesn't have to tap the match and ends by DQ. The winner by disqualification, Asuka. Backstage, the Street Profits joking around backstage, recapping the events of Royal Rumble last night and highlights from tonight in a sing-song silly way. Kelly walks up and adds to the banter. Mojo Rawley versus No Way Jose. This match this match I ain't really care about. No Way Jose's keep getting buried. I didn't care about the 24/7 championship. But anyway, out first is Mojo Rawley and his music sounds, and he makes his way down the ramp, entering the ring. Mojo says it's the 24/7 champion, actually about to defend his champion inside the ring. No Way Jose. Mojo goes on to say he doesn't care where it is, he will defend his champion. Mojo says he has Rick Moss to watch his back. So anybody that wants to come and take this from me, knowing that you're about to get blocked. Music sounds in the arena as Noe Jose makes his way down to the ramp with a corner line of women and men dressed in bright colors circling the ring. Jose smiling and dancing around the ring towards the stairs as he enters the ring. The music cuts as the bell rings. Mojo with a massive punch on Noe Jose in corner of the ring. Mojo gets the cover and retains the 24/7 champion. The winner of the match, Mojo Rawley. After the match, a cheeseburger enters the ring and rolls Mojo for the 3 count win. Removing his mask, R-Truth does a split and he wins the 24/7 champion. Mojo shakes his head and slams Truth to the mat inside the ring, once again winning the title. I don't care about the 24/7 champion, because can somebody please give it a 24/7 champion, please? Anyway, I'm so sick and tired of the 24/7 champion. That belt needs to go. At video package, Lana and Bobby Lashley's wedding is showing Lana interrupted by Liv Morgan, and the two begin fighting. Then each matchup and interacts is showing leading up to tonight's match. Lana versus Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan is way better than Lana. This match was just garbage. But Liv Morgan is way better than Lana. Out first is the ravishing Russian Lana by herself as her music sounds in the arena. Per match rules, Bobby Lashley is ordered to stay backstage during this matchup. We go to commercial. We come back from commercial to the sound of Liv Morgan's music sounding in the arena. Morgan makes her way down the ramp and enters the ring, joining Lana. The bell rings and the match begins. Early lockup between the women. Morgan with a multiple blow on Lana. A quick pin attempt to no avail. Lana kicks out. Lana takes down Morgan, kicking her out of the ring. Liv makes her way back into the ring. Lana with a big kick on Morgan. Lana loudly shouts, "I'm the best wrestler in the world." No, you're not. You're the worst wrestler in the world. Lana putting a chokehold on Liv as she's announced she's the strongest she woman in the world. Alright. Morgan gaining momentum, consistently kicking Lana back to the mat. Morgan runs over the corner of the ring with a double stomp to the back of Lana. Morgan keeps control of the match. Flatliner from the ropes in the 3 count by Morgan. The winner of the match, Liv Morgan. Erick Rowan versus Branden Vice. This match is garbage. Erick Rowan versus Branden Vice. This match was garbage. Erick Rowan continues to face jobbers. Erick Rowan makes his way out as his music sounds. He held down the ring with his mystery pet cage with him. Can somebody reveal what's in Erick Rowan's cage already? The bell rings and the match begins. Erick Rowan throws Vice out of the ring as the bell rings. Rowan then makes his way to the outside of the ring and manhandles the unknown. Back in the ring, Rowan delivers an Iron Claw chokeslam. Rowan goes for the pin, but stops short. Rowan sets up for the delivers another Iron Claw in the middle of the ring for the pin and win. The winner of the match, Erick Rowan. In the arena, As we come back from the commercial, music sounds immediately for Edge as he makes his way to the stage, running over the announcers' tables and give dabs to the announcers and everyone else along the way with a huge smile on his face. Now, this was the best part about Monday Night Raw was Edge. Edge stands at the top of the ring, breathing how slowly, then jumps into stance as the power goes off around him. Edge makes his way down the ramp, high-fiving and giving dabs to everyone fans he can reach along the way, continuing to smile ear to ear. Edge enters the ring and bounces on the bottom rope. The Rated R Superstar Edge is back. After triple fusion neck surgery, and nearly 9 years later, Edge has returned. Edge gets choked up momentarily as he takes the mic. Edge begins to speak. The crowd starts chanting, "Edge, Edge, Edge, Edge." Continues as performer, as an athlete, as the artist, and trust me, wrestlers are all of those things. The reaction at last night's Royal Rumble, the reaction you all just gave me is why we do this. The crowd begins to chant, "You deserve it, you deserve it," as they clap and cheer. You know what? Right, I do. Edge jokes as he smiles. Edge continues on. Let's address the elephant in the room. 9 years ago, I was medically disqualified from ever doing this again. But I refuse to live in a world of what if Edge shares about his time out of wrestling. What if I come back home? The crowd cheers once again. The crowd chants, "Welcome home. Welcome home," as Edge clearly has tears in his eyes. Edge shared how he got a second neck surgery and got back to work at 47, rebuilding a strengthening so he could come back and retire on his terms. Edge looks directly into the camera with seriousness. Edge begins naming off superstars, some are new that he saw at the Royal Rumble. Then finished saying, "I hope to see you down the road." Edge finished by saying he doesn't know how long this will last, but he hopes they all join him on this ride. The crowd begins chanting, "Yes, yes, yes." Edge laughs and says that was his first yes chant, and he needed to thank Daniel Bryan. "I know I'm a little bit older and a little bit grayer. I know I have some crowd's feet, but it's the road map that got me here." Edge finished by saying, I grit you. If you knock me down, I get back up." And my veins play over the speaker as Randy Orton makes his way down to the ramp and stops short of entering the ring. Orton looks in the eye of Edge, stepping in. Orton walks over to Edge and gives him a hug. Orton asks for a mic. Orton begins. It's no secret that I have somewhat of destructive personality. When I dug a hole too deep to get myself out of, there was one guy that would grab my hand and get me out that hole. It was you. Welcome back, Edge. Welcome home. You are a brother to me. You're a family to me. And last night, feeling that energy when your music hit, feeling that chemistry, that was special. So you're out here talking what if? Well, I got a what if for you. I don't know how you're going to feel about this, but what if the Rated RKO got together one more time? Orton then RKO Edge inside the ring, leaving Edge stunned, holding his neck. Orton exits the ring, grabs a chair, then re-enters, hitting the back of Edge. Edge holding his neck. It is laid out on the mat inside the ring. Orton looks as though he's not waiting to do this, putting his head down on the turnbuckle. Then Orton turns around, picking up the chair one last time as Edge crosses across the ring. Orton grabs Edge by the hair, stopping momentarily to put his head down on Edge. Orton puts Edge's head inside the opening of the closed chair. Edge head shaking. Orton climbs up to the top turnbuckle. The crowd stunned and shouted in disapproval. Orton sits on the top turnbuckle for a moment, then stands up and gets back pacing the ring. Orton pulls the chair off of Edge and throws it out of the ring. Orton grabs two more chairs and puts Edge on the top of one of the chairs. Orton picks up the second chair and smirks, lifting the chair high above his head, smashing it on Edge's head. Orton sits down on the mat next to Edge. The crowd begins chanting, "You know what, you know what." Orton leans against the ropes, ending the show. Now this show started off hot, but I got a great feeling we're gonna see Edge versus Randy Orton. Sign me up. Sign me up. I cannot wait. But let me know down below in the comment section what you guys think of Monday Night Raw. Monday Night Raw started off hot because Drew McIntyre will face Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania for the WWE Championship. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is from there. Follow me on Twitter at BigBoyJohn25. Follow me on Instagram at BigBoyJohn25. Follow me on TikTok at BigBoyJohn25. My Twitter, my Instagram, and TikTok will be down below in the description. Like I said before, if you guys enjoy my Raw review and highlights, drop a like on this video, share the video over social media, and I will see you guys. And I will talk to you guys later. BigBoyJohn25, and I'm out of here.